Thank you. 50 years ago, in the Central Texas one-room schoolhouse where he had studied, President Lyndon B. Johnson first signed this federal aid to education law into being. Through its first title, this law addresses inequality in educational opportunity. Title I has played a vital role in helping students so that economically disadvantaged can work their way into the middle class. Today, the same reactionary forces that first opposed President Johnson want to undermine this important civil rights law. Today's bill is supported by the same ideologues who oppose the very concept of any federal aid to education, who disparaged on this floor in the past public schools as being government schools, and who've even tried to abolish the Department of Education. Well, this Student Success Act is really a Student Regress Act, or a How Little Can We Do in Washington Act. For San Antonio ISD, for Austin, and for so many other schools, this bill means less federal support at a time our schools are asked to do ever more. In states like Texas, where school inequality is severe, the state leadership has demonstrated time and time again that federal education block grants only lead to block-headed decisions. Block grant is an apt term because it's designed to block access to achieve educational excellence in our public schools. Without a firm requirement in federal law that the states cannot use the federal dollars to just supplant the deficient funding levels they have, a state like Texas can and has simply used federal education dollars to fill its budget gaps, with irresponsible officials like Rick Perry using the money for corporate tax breaks instead of to help our school children. And so today we look at this bill and we see that despite extensive research on brain development, on the importance of early quality education for our youngest Americans, despite bipartisan support across the country, despite the incredible return that it offers on every dollar of public investment, early childhood education is nowhere to be found. It's missing in action in this bill. This bill threatens protections for special education. It fails to address the unique challenges of at-risk students. It ignores the needs of students who need to learn English. It ends the requirement of professional development support that encourages innovative teaching. It's why I say that a grade of F is entirely too high for this piece of legislation. I think a grade of X, Y, or Z might be more appropriate. Reject it until we have a Congress committed to a meaningful federal role in advancing individual opportunity and assuring a competitive workforce. I yield back.